Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Please ignore that camera work, not my best. Let's move on. Today we've got an action-packed episode for you guys. You believe that, right? Right? In all seriousness, you will want to stick around till the end because we're working on a couple different things. First and foremost, we are going to extend this dock out because I've got a little bit of a surprise that's gonna go here. And then after we get finished with that, we're gonna head over into the city behind me somewhere, and we're gonna build ourselves a creeper farm. Hopefully I made a pretty simple pattern for myself to follow. I believe it's just these slabs and then trapdoors. I really do think you guys are gonna like this one, this little build here. I am excited for it. This shouldn't be too close to over there, right? Hopefully I won't regret this whenever I get around to building the big docks over there, whenever that happens. Another thing, I don't remember having this many bees. Like, you can't really see too many of them right now, but there's a lot. And I know I was breeding them, but there's like a lot of bees over here. Like way more than I remember having. I don't know. I did not realize that I have this much wood over here. So that's cool. I'll have to remember that. I probably will not remember that, but it's on you guys now. Remind me that I have a bunch of wood here. I'm not sure exactly how crazy I'm gonna go on the interior of this. Probably not too crazy. Probably just do what I already have planned. Okay, that's a pretty good addition to the dock, huh? Now it's time to hop into a little bit of a time lapse as we put this build together. Brace yourselves. It's pretty good. Also, if you wouldn't care to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be fantastic. I'd really appreciate it. Without any further ado, let's just get right into the time lapse because I know that's what you guys want, right? Well, what do we think? You like it? I think it's beautiful. Definitely the best thing I've built. No, I'm joking there, but I think it looks pretty cool. Here we can go a little free cam, take a look at it. This is obviously just a little pink rubber ducky thing. And I don't know, it doesn't really fit with anything at the moment, but I think it's pretty cool. We are, of course, over here in the hippie island area. And yeah, it kind of occurred to me that aside from the van or the bus, there's not really much color here. I mean, there's flowers and stuff, but we needed some more crazy stuff. So I think this is going to be the first in hopefully a lot of builds like this in this area. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions for more wacky stuff to build over in this area, leave them in the comments down below. I think having some stuff above, like in the air, would be kind of cool as well. I thought about maybe doing like some giant balloons or something, or maybe like a blimp could be kind of cool. But I don't know. We'll see. Now you may be asking, how do we get in to the duck, or at least on top of it, because it is quite large. Well, you can do this little parkour, but there is a faster way. If we just simply go into the water here, you see there's a nice little escape hatch here. And takes you right in. Takes you right in. If you need to leave that way, you can just pop that down, boom. Beautiful. Amazing. It's a pretty good space down here too. This would honestly be a really cool starter base. Yeah, I might wind up doing that if I ever join another realm or server or something. I might build this as a starter base. We'll see. Because up here you just got like a little crafting area, you know, you put a bed there, you got crafting table, all that, you got all this storage with the barrels. Pretty nice. And then of course you can walk out the back of its head and just hang out on its back here. It's pretty cool. It's definitely quite a large departure from what we've been building here recently, but I think it's fun. I think it's cool, and I think it turned out pretty good. This was actually a suggestion from a viewer, so if you guys have any suggestions, please do leave them below. Now I'm going to clean up my little mess, and we're going to go find a place to build the creeper farm. And, well, I'm going to do the thinking while you guys just get to have a nice little transition. So this is where I've landed on. If you don't remember, this building connects to this building. And what's in this building? Some more farms. And pillagers. This is where I'm going to be doing my clay farm. And so I figured I might as well connect this gunpowder farm to it just because. Also have a data pack that lets me grab these, and it's pretty cool. The reason why I've gone ahead and grabbed those is because I have decided to use tinted glass. Now, it takes a lot of crystals to make the tinted glass, which is the only reason why I downloaded that data pack in the first place, because, I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm here to build, I'm here to have fun, and, you know, being able to silk touch the budding amethyst, I think it's pretty nice and it should just be in the game. We'll make an actual farm for it at some point, but today we're worried about the gunpowder farm. Now I have to fill in all these gaps with bricks and then replace most, if not all, of this glass with tinted glass. We'll see how that goes. I don't think I'll need it down here. I'm gonna be kind of freehanding this farm. I was looking at a bunch of different videos and I've settled on one that uses snow golems in the center. That was an accident. I've settled on one that uses snow golems in the center to sort of attract the creepers, and then they'll fall down into like a main pit area and die. So we'll just go ahead and mark out our center point here. So basically, we're gonna have a tube that goes up, and I'm gonna have what do you call them? Campfires here. Now, obviously I have looting, and so I want it to be that it's just constantly running, but if I want to, I can come in here and be able to hit them with the looting to get even more gunpowder. So you're gonna have to bear with me while I sort of think this through. I need to get some measurements of this. It should be, I mean, it has to be all square, the same exact measurements on either side, but these windows are we gonna mess with it a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 6 on that as well. Interesting. I don't think having an extra block on either end will hinder it. It should help it, right? Because it's just like one more block of space for them to spawn on. Because the idea, right, is that on each layer, there's going to be a snow golem in the middle, surrounded by like fences or so. I'll have to pull back up the video that I saw it on. But essentially, he's going to be standing here, I mean, on each level. And then the spawning platforms are going to be off to the side. And they'll walk forward, there's going to be a trapdoor, they think they can walk, they can't, they'll fall, and then they'll be in here, and they'll die, and it'll be really cool. I think I might actually need water to push them. I don't know, I need to rewatch the video. Like I said, we're kind of freehanding it, but it's very heavily based off the design that I saw. And I will tell you guys what that is as soon as I pull it back up. But I'm going to get this filled out, and then we'll get to building. Can you see me? Hello. I may have found a part of this build that I did not finish, but we're not gonna worry about that. There's supposed to be bone blocks here. It's okay. We'll do that eventually. But as of right now, I've got in most all of the bricks. I'll get those whenever I swap out the glass, which I think I'll do that last. That way there'll be light coming in and it'll stop the spawns until I'm ready, and then we simply remove the glass and then it'll start spawning and it'll be good, I think. I hope that's how that works. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Second try. There we go. Okay. I don't know why this is here, to be honest with you. I did not do that. I mean, I did, but not just now. I did it when I was building this. I don't know why. Because first things first, I need to swap out all this brick for all this stone. And maybe not all of it, but a lot of it. I'm going to use stone brick slabs, I believe. We're going to use stone bricks anyhow. Where to start? I think, oh my gosh, actually, yeah, before we get started with building, I need to go get, what do you call it? I gotta go get snow. Thankfully, we can just fly over there. Yeah, I should be able to make it there and back again. That's where we're going. I hope we make it. I'm not 100% sure how much we need, so I'm just gonna grab as much of it as I can. Not more than a stack, of course. Prone to hyperbole. That's what I am. If you don't know what is this blue ice? No, it's packed ice. I literally asked that last time I was here. That should be good enough. We'll leave this for the mountain. Now, if you don't know what the word hyperbole means, that's sad. Shame on you. It's just like exaggerating. You could look it up. Don't ask ChatGPT. Honestly don't Google it at this point. Just if you go to the Merriam-Webster's dictionary website and just type in hyperbole. Dude, you can actually kind of get some motion just by like gliding around with the wings. It's pretty good. Just like gliding around on the ground. Look at this. Look at this speed. This motion. Okay, maybe not if you turn that sharp. I also need a pumpkin. And I need shears. I wish I had. You know, I'm just gonna grab this. Maybe I can kill a creeper to get some more gunpowder. This is why I need this farm, you guys. Although this is pretty fast. Yo, double trouble. Oof. Could have been bad. Yeah, okay, there are pumpkins under here. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Okay, we should only need one. The video, the guy was like, yeah, you can just, you know, shear the pumpkin off of the last guy that you made and use it to make the next one. So we're gonna try that out. Iron? Iron farm, right here. Hopefully it's not over full. I need to add a kill switch to the I need to add a kill switch to this farm. Okay, shears, boom, we're good. Shear that guy. Oh, okay. I forgot I had that on. Vanilla tweaks. It surprises me every time. You know, being forgetful has a lot of downsides, but it also has a lot of upsides. Sometimes you do something that's really cool and you forget about it, but then you rediscover that you did that and you feel awesome. Okay. What next? Build a layer, I think. Let me consult the video.
Are you looking for a creeper farm that is insanely easy to use and all about the front? Are you looking for a creeper farm that is actually decently efficient?
Okay, first thing that I need to do is figure out a collection system thing. Now, the one that I have over there, as I said, I did not anticipate how efficient it was going to be, so it gets filled up pretty quickly. I'm hoping 16 chests should be enough, and if we need to, we can always expand. So a part of this farm that I forgot about is that there's like a little water area. So that's something that we have to contend with. If you're watching this video to learn how to make an iron farm, probably not the best idea. Or not iron farm, gunpowder farm. Yeah, if you're watching this video to figure out how to make an iron farm, you are definitely in the wrong place. I swear, my brain just does not work. I mean, it works, but not good. I am completely freeballing this, by the way. I'm sure that's apparent. Okay. So now we can take out this and hoppers. So maybe this is not the best plan, but my sort of idea is that it probably won't be distributed equally throughout all these different stacks, but it should be decent. In fact, I could probably do something like this. Okay, I might be cooking. I am actually using that spruce wood that we found earlier in the episode, so that's, you know, yay me. Okay, so we will want at least one hopper going into each chest. Right, that's looking good. And then we just continue it down from each of those. I may have to take back my words by the end of this episode. Maybe this is the best creeper farm design in the entire world. I just realized if I'm going to be standing, if this is going to be able to be manually chopped, right? If I'm going to be manually attacking these in addition to the campfires, this is pretty high up. I think let's be smart. Let's be smart, even though that is extremely uncharacteristic of me. I'm gonna be smart. We're gonna put this, what, 3 blocks down? I think this is correct. It has to be correct. So that's how that's kind of gonna look. I'm not against it. I don't hate it. It's interesting for sure. By the way, the tutorial that I am using will be linked in the description. I found it, and I've been looking at it occasionally. Alright, cleaned it up a little bit in here. Finish this out, put a nicer floor in. Very good. I would like to start on the first layer, and then we can kind of figure everything out from there. Probably a good idea to start inside of here. So, first layer, going to start under that window. So essentially, all of these layers are 2 blocks tall. Okay, here we go. We need not that, but this. This is where the dude's gonna sit, the snow golem. This should be directly in the center, yes. Then there is I don't have fences on me. That's fine. That's fine. We have a gap, and then there's a block here with a button on it to stop spawns, right? And so this is where I'm kind of worried. In his farm, this is like a really smaller one, kind of, his farm. It's supposed to be easier on trapdoors, which, you know, I've got no problem with trapdoors. This is how it is, and this is the spawning platform. I assume it has to have that distance so as to not blow up and kill the snow golem, which is going to be sitting here. That's good, right? I mean, on his... let's just go over here. This side is actually going to be correct, because his, in this video, is only 3 wide, the spawning platform is. That's exactly the same. It's just those sides are going to be 1 block smaller, which it will affect the rates, but again, I'm not too worried about that. I say all that hoping I won't regret it later down the line. His actually cuts out the corners. Kinda. Yeah, it's like there's this, and then this is all cut out. That's probably for a good reason. I imagine it's because this is the furthest away they'll be able to detect him, potentially. But like, they'll walk over here, surely. That'll be good. And now this is where it gets crazy. Not crazy, but this is important stuff. So, he has carpet, but this will work just the same. This is to stop spiders from spawning, because I need a 2x2 area, I believe. Up next is, first we're gonna do this. Then he's done. Now we do this. So, okay, so this is the thing, right? We need to have a layer here, that's gonna be floor, but also we need a layer of trapdoors like that. So my big brain thinks that we can just sort of walk around the top. Like we'll get in a little bit here and then we'll just do it from above. So the reason why we do this is because creepers are smaller than most mobs. They're like small enough. Basically, if you do this, only creepers can spawn because they're slightly smaller than 2 blocks. Now it's not spawning them yet, right? Okay, yes. See, there's enough light from our windows because I'm smart and I did that so that we wouldn't deal with spawns. See, if I had an editor, this is where I'd say pull that up, put that clip in from the earlier in the thing, but I am the editor and I don't want to do that. Now I just come on top of all these and I place the blocks, and then this is the start of our next layer, and then we kind of just keep repeating this pattern as much as we want. I want each layer, I want each of those windows to have a layer, and so that means that we're gonna have a gap there, which is fine. That means that for each floor in this building we'll have 2 layers. Not bad. Before I get too ahead of myself, I do want to get that fence in, and then we can get a real good picture of what this is gonna look like. Okay, so these fence gates go around this, and that's gonna keep the snow golem in place. And then these guys are going to spawn here, get shot in the face, they'll walk forward, they think they can walk on trapdoors, and they fall, and they're not going to fall there. That would be bad. There's going to be a water collection system like right underneath of that that's going to pull them in. It's going to be good. I guess cue a super sick time lapse of me building all the layers, and I will see you guys once that is done. What an amazing time lapse, and what a beautiful looking thing we got going on here. In total, we wound up with 6 layers, and you know most bean dips only have 5 layers, so I would say that we're doing pretty good. We're moving on to like the collection area. As you can see, it's gonna be kinda small, like that's gonna be our clearance. So they are literally just going to basically drop directly onto the campfires. I'm not 100% sure how necessary it is to have stairs instead of regular blocks, but he did it, so we're going to do it. Probably not going to see these. I know that I saw fence gates in here earlier, so we're going to go with dark oak. I know. There's probably some of you screaming right now in the comments. Good. Good, I need the engagement. So it needs to come out 3 blocks from the center, so that's correct. I am also just now realizing this would have looked really sick if it was all copper. But, It's too late to change that now. So this continues for a bit? This, I believe. Looks a lot bigger on his. No. That looks correct, right? 1, 2. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. I just repeat that a couple more times. I really don't know. Okay. So now we do this. We close it all up here. Okay, now... Oh, I almost forgot. This is very important. We need these. This will stop the water from flowing into the hole. So we add water on top of these. And then, yeah, we got to do that on all the corners. Okay, so that's all that. Now, let me think. I'm hoping this will also look cool from outside. It should. I generally like the way the tinted glass looks, but I don't know how it's gonna look here. That's all that. Another thing that I just realized, these campfires are a lot closer than in the original design, so I hope that their light does not cause any issues. Oh, it's working! And they're on eye level, which is not good. So now we place in our campfires. Let's take a quick free cam look up in here. Yeah, I think... What is it? I don't know how to view light levels, but that feels like it's going to be too bright here. I'm not seeing any creepers spawn, which is kind of concerning. Okay, I have gone and crafted 9 soul campfires. We're gonna swap these out because I think that oh no, there's one. Oh, and he's like stuck on that? What? Oh, maybe it does have to be carpets. Oh no! Okay, well, we'll still swap it out for soul campfires because it'll help. But also, we're gonna have to go in there and swap those all out for carpets. That is rather unfortunate. Okay. There we go. That's a lot darker. Okay. He's still that guy. What's the plan? And then we just do this however many more times. 4 more times? I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, voiceover guy. Basically, there's about 25 more minutes of footage that I just don't think is very entertaining. I was very tired last night when I was recording all this, so I just kept recording and talking, and it's not worth watching. I'll give you guys a brief rundown. I went around and I lit up lots of areas on top of buildings, inside of buildings, under the ground, and I lit up a whole bunch of stuff under the church. Now there's still a lot that I need to light up, including a bunch of tunnels that I dug underneath of where the creeper farm is. I was doing strip mining, so those are just kind of there, never lit them up, so I gotta get that done. That'll hopefully help the rates. Another thing that I did was I killed the Enderman from the Enderman investigation, which you should go watch if you haven't yet. I didn't really want to kill them. I thought they were kind of neat, but I have a feeling they were taking up slots of the hostile mob cap, and, you know, I had to kind of ask myself, do I want gunpowder, or do I want to keep these guys standing on the chandeliers doing absolutely nothing? And so I chose the gunpowder. So there you go, in just about a little over a minute, I saved you guys 25 minutes, and I saved myself about 30 minutes of editing. So anyways, on with the video. But the good news is, we do in fact have gunpowder now. We have a gunpowder farm that is working, and that's awesome, because that means I have unlimited rockets. And look at all this gunpowder that in fact, I'm going to go craft more rockets. What better place to craft the rockets and end our episode than where we started it? Well, I really do hope that you all enjoyed this episode. And I mean, if you made it this far, clearly you did. So if you wouldn't mind, maybe you should hit the like button, maybe hit the subscribe button, and comment what you thought. And like I said, if you have any ideas for more goofy stuff like this that I could make real quick, leave it in the comments below. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I really do appreciate you all taking the time to watch these. And of course, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would also be pretty great. But I will let you guys go. I do think I've held you here long enough. But I will see you all in the next one. And until then, happy gaming and God bless.